The signal is jumping across the board. Static in the air, I'm feeling bored. Waiting for the beat to find its place. Just a shadow in a crowded space. Yeah. Price is up but my pulse is steady. Watching the world, I'm always ready. Digital coins and a hollow dream. Nothing is ever quite what it seems. I take a step back and let it breathe. Wearing the irony on my sleeve. They're all running for a fake prize. I can see the pixels in their eyes. Grit in the voice, miles on the soul. Trying to keep my heart whole. Disconnected in a busy street. Walking slow to a broken beat. 1 foot forward, 2 steps back. Moving through the gray and the black. The clock is ticking but I don't care. Breathing in the heavy air. I am in, I am out. What is this life really about? I am in, I am in, I am. Follow the rhythm or follow the doubt. I am in, I am in, I am in. Automation is a cold hard knife, trying to put a price on a human life. Everyone is chasing a ghost on the wall. I'm just observing the pride and the fall. The rhythm is shifting, the timing is off. Watching the winners with the silence golf. I play with the silence, I play with the sound. Keeping my feet on the solid ground. Sophisticated logic, primitive fear. Everything is loud but nothing is clear. I'm a ghost in the circuit, a glitch in the plan. Just an old soul in a modern land. The bass is heavy but the mind is light. Fading away into the night. 3, 2, 1, cut the feet. Everything I want is all I need. I am in, I am out. What is this life really about? I am in, I am in, I am. Follow the rhythm or follow the doubt. I am in, I am in, I am in. Step to the side, look at the view. Nothing is new, stay in the gap. Avoid the drill. I am in, I am out. What is this life really about? I am in, I am in, I am. Follow the rhythm or follow the doubt. I am in, I am in, I am in. Signal us, reboot the mind, leave it behind. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Bass and kick hit simultaneously. Hard, 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 hard. Boom, bass and kick hit simultaneously. No warning and no countdown to the start. Came out the silence with a sharpened heart. 0 to 4 without a runway needed. Every prerequisite already completed. Read the situation from the entry point. Understood the angle before the joint. Calculated 3 moves while they loaded 1. By the time they changed, but I was already done. No signal before the hit, just impact. Everything I built is fully intact. Silent to explosive in a single frame. Different approach, but the result's the same. Stripped it down to study what remained. After all the surface noise had drained, found the core material underneath. The thing that held together like a sheet. Pressure from 3 angles simultaneously. Responded to each one sequentially. Didn't raise my voice above the room. Let the quality of work dispel the gloom. Reverse the whole scenario on impact. Turned every liability into a contact. Mapped the downside first and built the floor. Then constructed every ceiling, wall, and door. This machine was running on efficiency. a single wasted calorie. Every output traced back to a plan. This is what it looks like being the man. Strategic at the macro, precise at the small. Never drop the baseline through it all. Build momentum in the spaces no one clocked, and arrived exactly where the whole thing lied. No signal before the hit, just impact. Everything I built is fully intact. Silent to explosive in a single frame. Different approach, but the results the same. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, one final hit done. Boom, one final hit done. Stepping with the posture of a man who already knows. Read the whole room from the door before anyone shows. Calculated every angle from the left to the right. Set my sharpest energy for the absolute height. They came with the volume, I came with the weight. They came with the early, I came with the late. Patience as a weapon hits harder than speed. I planted every strategy like a well-watered seed. Bounce in the pocket, the groove is infectious. Every bar I write is precise and relentless. Float on the one and I land on the three. The rhythm is the architecture of me. Nod your head, you can't help it now. Feel the pocket, let the beat show you how. Bass rolls under, snare cuts through the top. This kind of rhythm doesn't know how to stop. This kind of rhythm doesn't know how to stop. Tighter on the grid, but I'm loose in the pocket. Every bar I throw hits like a stage 5 rocket. Then turn the rhyme structure on the left and the right, writing in the margins of the earliest light. Break it down slow, then rebuild it fast. Every empire needs a structure built to last. Learn the bottom before I reach for the top. Understand the silence before you drop the drop. Run it, but keep it controlled. Every story worth telling needs a structure that holds. Structure in the verse and releasing the hook. That's the architecture. Go and study the book. I said work, I said build, I said ho, ho, ho. With the answer they needed, every lesson I absorbed and every warning I heeded came back twice as sharp as when I entered the room. Planted in the winter and I'm harvesting June. Stack it, back it, line it up straight. Every move I make is already 3 moves late. For everyone watching, I was 6 moves ahead. Not the whole conclusion before I left the bed. Round and round, the pattern keeps revolving. Every problem I face keeps me evolving. Bouncing my step cause the work is done right. Nod your head, did this all through the night. Nod your head, you can't help it now. Feel the pocket, let the beat show you how. Bass rolls under, snare cuts through the top. This kind of rhythm doesn't know how to stop. The groove never stops. You just stop hearing it. Down, down. Everything I carry has a name and a date. Every scar will stand with what it costs to be great. Didn't rush the process when the process was the point. Understood the pressure at every single joint. Sat with the difficult, let it teach, move forward. No timeline on the work that actually holds. Every chapter worth the reading had to first go cold. Strip the whole equation back to what remained. After everything the comfortable years had drained. Bone deep Discipline, no shortcut taken. Every outcome earned, nothing left mistaken. Low end shifts the room when the tempo locks in right. Everything I built here was constructed overnight. After overnight, and after that, and after still, this is what relentless looks like climbing up the hill. Loosened up the grip to feel the current underneath. Every river has a direction if you let it breathe. Sharp on the re-entry, clean on the redirect. Nothing approximate, nothing unchecked. Random at the patient on an impatient grid. Honored every callus that the long way did. Nothing cuts as clean as dead from different ground. Most of what I built you'll never see, only hear the sound. Running through the middle. Every tightly wound thing starts with the riddle. Answer comes from sitting with the question long enough. Everything that looks polished used to be rough. Return sharper than before. Every silence in between was what I came here for. Took the empty space and turned it into infrastructure built to carry more weight than they thought the frame could hold. Cold, calculated, done. Pressure into purpose, into forward, into finished, into standing at the top of what they called impossible. Wasn't. Low end shifts the room when the tempo locks in right. Everything I built here was constructed overnight. After overnight, and after that, and after still, this is what relentless looks like climbing up the hill. After overnight, after overnight, after overnight. Down. Yeah. No build up. Already moving. Every angle check before I step. Every exit map beat before I slept. Read the whole thing forward and reverse. Ran the answer before I ran the verse. 3 moves ahead when they think I'm at 1. Calculated everything before the work was done. Sharp on the entry, clean on the out. No announcement, no doubt. Stack the reps, nobody counted those. Every closed room taught me what I know. Pattern recognition running deep in the frame. Walked in different every time, arrived the same. Hit the pocket lock, feel the grid align. Every bar I drop was built on compound time. Low and pushing snare, cutting through the top. Built this thing to run and it does not stop. Harder on the comeback, sharper on the read. Every opening they left, I took exactly what I need. Before they finished setting up the frame, I was already standing in the end game. Double the output when the margin compressed. Redrew every limit they put on the test. Ran the figures twice, confirmed. Moved on, everything they built to stop me gone. Back harder than the version that they thought they stopped. Every system I hit until it dropped. Sharp at the pivot, tight in the turn. Everything they handed me I used to burn. Through the obstacle and out the other side. Nothing in this catalog was built on pride. Built on repetition, built on compound weight. Every quiet hour was the hour that made me great. Every subdivision locked. Every entrance that they sealed I knocked through until it opened wide. Nothing held me on the outside. Outside gone. Every system, every angle built with every structure came back twice as sharp as when it started. Still cutting. Top up the tempo footing fully locked. Open every entrance they had quietly locked. Hit the pocket lock, feel the grid align. Every bar I drop was built on compound time. Low and pushing snare, cutting through the top. Built this thing to run and it does not stop. Still running. Still running. Still running. Dum 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 dum. Woke up in the dark with the blueprint already drawn. Every calculation finished long before the dawn. Nobody was watching, so I didn't slow the pace. Built the whole machine without a mirror in my face. Read the room before I let the first word land. Understood the current from the feeling in my hand. Met the soft spots, memorized the grain. Walked the same path twice to know it in the rain. Pressure on the left and pressure on the right. Learned to carry both sides to a single night. Nothing handed over, every inch was earned. Every lesson cost me something as the fires learned. Feel it climb, boom. The ground gives way. Every brick I laid, crack is here to stay. Bass moves the room when the words hit right. I built from scratch inside the longest night. Batter on the grid, but the pocket stays loose. Every drop of pressure turned to octane juice. Sharp on the entry, clean when I exit. Nothing in the margin left to be approximate. Stack the hours, no one thought to document. Every empty room was time well spent. Pattern recognition running deep in the code. Bring the weight limit before I added to the load. Left the noise behind it, kept the signal clean. Understood the structure from the space between. Ran the numbers twice before I made the call. Measured every ceiling so I knew the fall. Stutter than the drop, it's hard. And the drop hits hard, hard, hard. Speed on the engine, no ceiling in sight. Everything I planted in the dark bloomed in light. When the calculation, when the figures look wrong, came back with the answer and I built it in the song. Sharp tone, full lung, the rhythm stays locked. Every door that closed on me, I quietly knocked. Turned the whole rejection into reference material. Nothing in this operation is immaterial. Top of the tempo with the footing still solid. Every single bar I wrote was honest. Built while the room stopped and talked and doubted. Now the whole thing stands and I never shouted. Doubted. Feel it climb, boom. The ground gives way. Every brick I laid, crack is here to stay. Bass moves the room when the words hit right. I built from scratch inside the longest night. Still standing, still building. Yeah, every time. Every time. Stepped in sharp, no warning given. Every system I approach, I've already riven apart. Map rebuilt and locked. Every entrance they created, I have quietly knocked down. Every time. Read the pattern early, that's the edge I hold. Everything they thought was set in stone, I turn to code. Calculation, execution, verified result. Nothing in my operation runs to a default. Bounce off every wall they built. No apology and zero guilt. Every obstacle became the fuel. Patient preparation was the only tool. Bounce, don't break, that's the signature move. Every bar I land is locked inside the groove. Snare hits sharp, bass rolls low and wide. Everything I built is running from the inside. Tighter on the grid and the pocket holds firm. Every angle that I took had something to learn. Left side, right side, balance in the step. Calculated everything before I drew a breath. Stack the hours, nobody logged those. Every empty corridor is where the real work goes. Pattern in the pressure, read it running young. Everything I extracted came before it was sung. Verify the answer, built the structure, confirmed the estimate, ran it twice, and came back sharper than the version that preceded it. Sharper. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time.
entry point. Every closing pressure was a pivot joint. Sharp adapt, redirect, absorb, advance. Nothing in this operation left to chance. Backing at the ceiling now. Every sub-divvy seeing and how. Every landing hits exactly where it should. Built the whole thing from the understood. Understood. Executed. Done. Bounced off every obstacle, flipped every setback, built every system, came back twice as locked as before. Locked, skill in the pocket, up and calling out. Built this whole thing without a single doubt. Rounds don't break, that's the signature move. Every bar I land is locked inside the groove. Snare hits sharp, bass rolls low and wide. Everything I built is running from the inside. Every time. Every time. Crack. Bum, right, ding, ding, yeah, right, ding, ding, what up, right, yeah, ding, 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 yeah. Started with a single knock and built it into thunder. Took apart the system just to understand its wonder. Simple on the surface, complex underneath. Every move I made had two more moves beneath. Kick calls, bass answers, that's how it runs. Nothing in this operation done for anyone but the long game, the compound and the depth. Everything I built outlives a single breath. Call it out and let the answer come back. Every question I posed gave the road a new track. Response in the rhythm, answer in the groove. Everything in motion, everything a move. Kick says go, boom, bass says here, snare says now, crack, pass says clear. Call and answer locked inside the beat. This is what inevitable sounds like. Feel the heat. Intricate the pattern when the simple won't cut. Found the answer in the gap inside the rut. Read the call before we finish speaking. That's the edge, that's exactly what I'm seeking. Nobody clocked the preparation underneath. I spent the invisible hours sharpening the sheath. Smooth on the surface, but the pressure digs deep. The most dangerous current is the one that looks asleep. Stack the call and time the answer right. That's the whole game played out overnight. Here, still locked in. Full explosion. Back with everything. Every answer to a question had a sharper sting. Ask and act, call and move. Everything I do finds its answer in the groove. Caught the question, run cancer, built the structure, hold the ground, hit the finish line twice because I planned for that. Yeah. 2 steps in the call, 3 steps in the answer. Everything I built moved faster than disaster. Knock and enter, that's the only way. Kick says go, boom, bass says here, snare says now, crack, pass says clear. Call and answer locked inside the beat. This is what inevitable sounds like. Feel the heat. Answer given. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, alarm cuts through before the sun hits the wall. Laced up both boots in the back of the hall. Nobody handed the letter to climb. I stacked every second like it counted as mine. Knuckles still rough from the years in between. Shopping on everything nobody has seen. They slept on the effort to archive the proof. Patience is more than persistence. The roof walked through the rooms where they lowered their eyes. Kept every promise I made to the sky. Precious the teacher when nothing comes free. The only inheritance left was for me. Ground shaking low, feel it under your feet. Bass in the bones, yeah the signal is deep. Nothing was given, so nothing gets waived. Every single inch of this ground was paved. Yeah, 2 in the morning still sharp at the desk. Circled the problem and answered the rest. Calculated risk on the gut level call. Measured the ceiling before I hit the wall. Spent too many seasons watching others get loud. Decided the silence was wasting the crowd. Stepped to the center with nothing to prove, except that the preparation defines every move. Margins within, but the focus was thick. Read every signal and learned every trick. Clock running backward on what used to scare. Turned the whole deficit into my share. Ground shaking low, feel it under your feet. Bass in the bones, yeah the signal is deep. Nothing was given, so nothing gets waived. Every single inch of this ground was paved. Strip it all down to what actually holds. Not the applause and not what gets sold. The real work happens when nobody's around. When the only validation is your own compound. Every man standing on something he built. Carry the structure without any guilt. This is the part where the story gets straight. F for compounds at a staggering rate. Yeah. Back on the grid with the engine at full. Nothing theoretical, tangible, cool. Mapped out the angles before making moves. Calculate the silence between all the grooves. Temperature steady while everything burns. Watching the patterns and cataloging turns. Every dismissal became extra fuel. Every closed door was a sharpening tool. Last man standing when the dust settles flat. No declaration, just pointing at that. Built while they got it and worked while they slept. This is the compound, returning what's kept. Ground shaking low, feel it under your feet. Bass in the bones, yeah the signal is deep. Nothing was given, so nothing gets waived. Every single inch of this ground was paved. Static clears when the signal runs true. Low wind holds when everything's through. Ground still shaking and under every step. This is the sound of no regret.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Heavy on the landing. Light on the signal. Heavy on the landing. Light on the signal. Every move I made had way behind the step. Every calculation ran before I left the room. The plan, the margin in the frame. Walking different every time, landed the same. Slow doesn't mean soft.
Each word its own beat.
Deep doesn't mean lost. Pressure from the outside compressed the core. Came out twice as dense as I walked in before. Read the soft spots in the structure of the room. Every weak point in the opposition's tomb. Before they knew they had one, I had mapped it clean. Most effective moves, otherwise they go unseen. Weight under every step, the floor knows my name. Everything I built here landed right on frame. Low end shifting rooms while the tempo drives. This is what deliberate looks like when it arrives. Harder on the press when the margin gets tight. Everything accelerated out of the longest night. 3 moves calculated before the first was made. Every layer of the structure fully overlaid. Double the pressure when the outside compressed. Identified every variable in the dress pattern in the system running deep in the bone. Built the whole machine from the foundation alone. Every compound hour stacked on the previous until the whole structure became unmovable by anything they tried. Unmovable. Full stop. That undertone right there, that's the extra layer. Every solid thing I built had one more player underneath the obvious holding. All the weight deep, not loud, that's how you make it great.
brain. Built, tested, held. Pressure into purpose, so we into structure, grinding to finish, standing at the top of everything they call too much. Too much, right? Every step I took left a mark on the floor. Built this whole thing and then built it once more. Weight under every step, the floor knows my name. Everything I built here landed right on frame. Low end shifting rooms while the tempo drives. This is what deliberate looks like when it arrives. The floor knows my name. Floor knows my name. Floor knows my name. Boom 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 boom. Yeah. Boom 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 boom. Yeah. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom boom boom. Heavy on the landing, light on the approach. Read the room completely from the furthest post. Every angle calculated, left to right. Save the sharpest energy for the absolute height. Move the pieces quiet, catch when the board was loud. Never needed validation from the crowd. Let the output speak when the time and the line. Built the whole foundation deep inside the grind. Stop and lock, the rhythm is a statement. Every bar I land is public declaration. Baseline thick enough to move the wall. Came here to stand up, not to start. Every step, boom, feel the floor shift. Every bar I drop is a permanent gift. Snare hits twice, crack, crack, bass holds low. Nothing light about the way I go. Boom, boom, boom. Doubled up the pressure when the margin thin. Grade drew every boundary from outside in. Calculated risk on a gut level call. Showed up in the spaces nobody wanted at all. Got the pattern and the pressure, learned to read it young. Everything they handed me came back among the things I built from nothing in the invisible years. Every silent session was the compound that clears. Lock the pocket on the rhythm fully. Nobody pulls the tempo if you hold it truly. And then it gets heavier. Heavier than anything they thought I'd bring. Calculated every single suffering into fuel, into forward, no reverse gear. Every obstacle processed and removed from here. Pound the pavement, pound the page, pound the plan, pound everything the pute in front. Still standing, step by step. The structure gets more permanent. Every argument I won became the tournament. Every step, boom, feel the floor shift. Every bar I drop is a permanent gift. Snare hits twice, crack, crack, bass holds low. Nothing light about the way I go. Still heavy. Every wound I carried had a purpose underneath. Didn't rush the heel and let it sharpen like a sheath. Deep string on the left side, thunder in the low. Learn to move in silence, do everything I know. Rough at the catch edges and wearing like the grain. Nothing that I built was ever free of strain. Pulled the weight until the structure finally held. Patient through the winners that nobody else felt. Raw beneath the surface, but the discipline runs deep. Understood the grinding before I earned the sleep. Foundation before the frame, that was always first. Every hollow road I walk became the thing that nursed. No string pulls the dark, boom kick takes the ground. Two Texas grinding into one undeniable sound. Rough at the edges, heavy in the frame. Came from two different tensions. Landed at the same. Between the silence, something ancient bends and breathes. That's the space where real weight finds its teeth. Pressure is a language through stone. The friction between the notes was never empty, just alone. Ground on two surfaces, worn from the same source. Every deviation from the plan corrected its own course. Ran the old way, patient on the present grid. Honored every callus that the long years did. Nothing holds as deep as roots that grew through pain. Every harvest I reach for grew from someone else. Is rain. Low string pull the dark, kick takes the ground. Two textures grinding into one undeniable sound. Rough at the edges, heavy in the frame. Came from two different tensions. Landed at the same. Still measuring what it costs. Every path that closed in front of me was a direction I never lost. Back in full, buck screen dropping wide. Nothing held back, nowhere left to hide. Cut through the weight of everything that wasn't built to last. Every friction point I absorbed, compressing from the past. Two textures, ancient grinding, modern hunger lock. Every gate they bolted shut, I wore down and unlocked. Longer strain, deeper grain, that's the structure's math. Felt it in the dark, long before I saw the path. Back to back, the pressure keeps returning. Every hour grinding, darkness kept on earning rough. Discipline in the bone and raw. Hunger in the chest, arrived at every finish line. Already past the test. Yeah! Low string pulls the dark, boom kick takes the ground. Two textures grinding into one undeniable sound. Rough at the edges, heavy in the frame. Came from two different tensions. Landed at the same. Two tensions. One structure. Yeah. Took the long road when the short one looked clean. Spent enough winners to know what the code really means. Every lesson that I earned had a price on the back, and nothing in my catalog was handed, that's a fact. Read the room, adjusted, moved on. No announcement in the posture, no signal in the eyes. Built the whole foundation underneath the familiar skies. Patient through the part that nobody wants to document. Every hollow season was the time most wisely spent. Stacked the hours, nobody counted. Crossed the distance, nobody scouted. Mapped the terrain before the arrival. Everything I built had one condition, survival. Feel it under every step, the ground remembers weight. Everything I laid down, it was never left to fade. Low and old and steady while the tempo starts to climb. This is what it sounds like running ahead of time. Ahead of time. quicker now, the margin's getting thin. Every angle I approach, I'm already in. Before they finish setting up the frame, I was 2 moves deep before they learned my name. Sharp, adapt, redirect, absorb. Every closing door became a different chord. Not the one I wanted, but the one I needed. Run the numbers, run the figures, look wrong. Came back with the answer and I put it in the song. Every repetition left a layer on the bone. Put the whole machine inside the room alone. Right there, that's the thread I follow. Every note that lingers in a space that's hollow tells me more than anything they said out loud. I learn to hear the signal underneath the crowd. Let me be direct about the method here. No shortcut, ever held the weight of a full year. Every compound result came from an invisible hour. Back at full, no ceiling, everything accelerating, no time for feeling. Sorry for the ones who slept. I don't, not once, not even close. Ran it through the system, verified, confirmed. Every single outcome was a lesson that I earned. Top of the temple with the structure fully locked. Opened every interest that they quietly block. Feel it under every step, the ground remembers weight. Everything I laid down, it was never left to fate. Low end, old and steady while the tempo starts to climb. This is what it sounds like, running ahead of time. Running ahead of time. Still running. Still running. Still running. Yeah. Yeah. Stepped in with the posture of a man who already rid the room. Every exit map before I walked in. Through the door they came in loud, I came in late. Half beat drop and still hit first. Planned the whole arrival from the bottom of the worst. Sharp on the entry, catch clean when I leave. Everything I handed back was more than they received. Bounce off every wall they put between me and the goal. Turn the whole obstacle into the part that made me whole. Float on the 1, land hard on the 3. The timing was the first, unlock the first thing that set me free. Rhythm in the posture, swagger in the step. Every room I entered had me calculating depth. Step, crack. Feel the pocket lock, bounce, boom, nope. Body makes it stop. Hi-hat rolling, bassline thick beneath. It's the kind of groove you can't help but feel. Quicker on the comeback, sharper on the red. Every opening they left, I took exactly what I need. Left side, right side, balance is the play. Slow the body down to let the mind get out the way. Break it back to basics when the structure starts to lean. The strongest build I've ever seen was just completely clean. Pattern recognition, running underneath the noise. Every signal I extracted from the static in the void. Stack it, rack it, lock it into place. Every repetition left a permanent trace. Bare bones, just a kick. Get my voice right here. Strip everything away and the truth gets clear. Exploded back with the answer nobody expected. Every single angle I approached I had to check in. Double checked and verified before I made the call. Measured every ceiling so I never hit the wall. Back and forward, left and right. Running every calculation overnight. 2 steps ahead when they thought I was behind. Working every system, every crack and every grind. Still moving. Top of the tempo with the foot in solid steel. Every man who doubted fed the engine of the wheel. Step, crack. Feel the pocket lock, bounce, boom, no. Body makes it stop. Hi-hat rolling, bassline thick beneath. It's the kind of groove you can't help but feel. Kick. No runway. No runway, no warning, already at speed. Mapped the whole terrain before anyone agreed. They clocked it slow, I was 3 laps ahead. Ran every scenario before I left the bed. Sharp at the pivot, catch clean on the redirect. Every calculation triple checked and double checked. Read the signal through the noise they made. Used every distraction as a sharpening blade. No announcement, just results on the floor. Every quiet move I made opened another door. Precision in the pocket,
instinct in the frame.
played the whole thing different, but I won the same. Sharp,
crack. Already moving fast.
Built boom.
Designed to outlast.
Scratch on the 1, looks like.
Let it be.
Faster on the red, sharper on the turn. Every pivot point became another thing to earn. Adapt and lock, no hesitation built. Every structure standing had no room for guilt.
Strip the whole thing back to what it needed to be. Found the core efficiency and let the excess free. Running parallel on two tracks at once. Every shortcut taker always looks the dunce.
Fire the sequence,
Execute the plan.
that's the difference between the boy and man. Back on it, on it, back on it, back on it, back on it. Snap back, sharper than before I left. Every interruption tested depth. No pause, no break, no room to hesitate. Everything I built was already running straight. Read the signal, run thick, flip the script, hit the wall, come back twice. Precise, top of the tempo.
Footing still alive.
Every door they closed on me,
I quietly knock.
and walked right through.
Yeah.
Sharper, sharp,
Crack. Already moving fast.
Built, boom.
Designed to outlast.
Scratch on the one.
Tap on the three.
This is what locked in looks like.
Let it be.
Crack, crack, crack.
Let it be.
Before the city learned to breathe, pull the blinds back, watch the morning heave. No book open, margins packed with ink. Nobody was watching, so I didn't blink. Counted every obstacle I cleared, cataloged the voices I had feared. Fired them under fuel and closed the drawer. Went back to the desk and added more. Slow build, don't sleep on the foundation. Every quiet hour is accumulation. Watch the tempo climb without a sound. This is what it looks like gaining ground. Adjusted every angle as I move. The pattern only visible once grooved. 3 steps forward, half a step reverse. Rehearse the outcome before I rehearse. Margins thinning as the pressure stacks. No safety net beneath the railroad tracks. Calculated every breath I spent and measured every dollar that I lent. Wait, 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 underneath the weight. Everything they slept on just became too late. Bass so low, it moves the furniture around. Shook the whole foundation without making a sound. And just running at the max capacity. No apology for the audacity. Every closed door was a sharper blade. Every broken promise was the price I paid. Built a whole machine without a blueprint drawn. Worked through every dusk and every dawn. Standing at the peak of what they call a pipe dream. Turns out the silent ones always won the scheme. Slow build, don't sleep on the foundation. Every quiet hour is accumulation. Watch the tempo climb without a sound. This is what it looks like gaining ground. Started where I'm standing, still not done. Before the alarm even thought not about ringing, no applause in the room, no trophy, no winners, just the desk in the dark and the work on the table. Every man finds his limit, I just redefined able. Locked in, clocked in, no clock on the wall. Measured every margin before I hit the hall. Stacked the repetitions when nobody was counting. Turn a flat, dry desert into a mountain. Grip tight, step right, the footing is narrow. Every lesson I took hit sharper than an arrow. Fought it under pressure, archived under strain, and built the whole infrastructure out of sun and rain.
Feel it in the chest, boom, boom.
That's the signal.
Feel it in the step,
Crack, crack, left the minimal bass so low it rattles. What you thought was sealed, this is what it sounds like when the pressure's revealed. Trigger when the moment presents. Every calculation already made in advance. No hesitation in the pivot, no stall in the shift. Read the current early and I caught the right drift. Left side, right side, balance is the weapon. Slow down to speed up, that's the hardest lesson. Every man who rushed it left the structure half built. I poured the foundation before I got dressed. The guilt, lock it, document the pattern. Everything they called noise, I turned into matter. Pressure from the outside just compressed. The core came out twice as dense as I walked in before.
slam.
Full speed, no ceiling, the engine is open. Every single promise I made has been spoken into action. No fraction of effort was wasted. Every bit of season I endured and I tasted sharp tongue, strong lung. The bars keep stacking. No room in this machine for anything lacking. Ran the calculation when the numbers look wrong. Came back with the answer and I put it in the song. Top tier, no fear, the margin is massive. Nothing about this grind was ever passive. Built while they watched and they talked and they doubted. Now the whole thing's standing and I don't need to shout it.
Feel it in the chest, boom, boom.
That's the signal.
Feel it in the step,
Crack, crack, nothing minimal. Bass so low it rattles. What you thought was sealed, this is what it sounds like when the pressure's revealed. Still static, still static. Still counting. Still static.
Yeah. Didn't come here loud, didn't need to. Every move I made was already 3 beats ahead. Not the kind of thing you notice till it's said and done and standing right in front of you. Yeah, I like that. Read the whole room in a single pass. Every soft spot cataloged, first and last. Nothing left to chance when the moment comes. Patient in the pocket where the pressure runs. Built it kinda quiet that commands attention without asking. Every layer underneath was years of unseen tasking. Walked into the difficult and stayed until it taught me everything the comfortable version of myself had cost me. Changed me, good. Slow the tempo down and feel it in the chest. Everything I carry past the only test that matters, which is does it hold under every kind of pressure, hot or cold. Tighter on the grid, but the pocket stays loose. Every drop of pressure turned to something of you. Sharp when I enter, clean when I leave. Nothing in the margin that I didn't conceive. Stack the hours nobody thought to look for. Every empty corridor became an unlocked door. And the calculation when the room went cold. Verified the answer and confirmed the estimate and rebuilt the structure and came back twice as controlled. Twice still controlled. That sound right there lies between the noise. Everything I built had that kind of poise. Precise, not rigid, measured, not cold. Some things you feel before they're ever told. Let me slow this down for a second. Every room I walked into, I already knew the ending. Not arrogance, preparation. decoration. Backing in the temples at the ceiling now. Every syllable lands on the subdivision. How it's supposed to hit when the pocket's right. Built the whole thing in the middle of the night, and it held. Top of the grid footing, fully locked. Every entrance they sealed quietly and locked. Ran it clean through, nothing left behind. This is what it sounds like running ahead of time. Slow the tempo down and feel it in the chest. Everything I carry past, the only test that matters, which is does it hold under every kind of pressure, hot or cold. Still ahead, still ahead, still ahead, still ahead.
Three hits to the bar and I'm already in. Triplet on the tongue like a discipline spin. Left, right, left and the pattern repeats. I'm at my whole career in triplet beats. They came with the single and I came with the three. Everything they threw I return times degree. Multiply the effort on a fractional base. And it ran 3 laps before they finished the race. 3 steps ahead of what you thought you knew. Triplet tongue but everything I say is true. Bass hits under every third word spoken. This is what it sounds like getting woken. Switch the meter just to prove the point. Every pattern sharper at a different joint. Straight 4 on the floor with the bass beneath. Different rhythm, same intention underneath. Pull the tempo back to feel the weight. Let the single kick define the gate. Patience in the pocket of a slower bar. Hits harder when you know just where you are. Back to 3, couldn't stay away. The triplet was the language I was born to say. Triplet on the verse and the 4 on the hook. Wrote every chapter before they saw the book. Master both the clock and the off-grid swing. And built the whole empire on a triplet thing. Watch the single tempo crowd from behind. I was running 2 rhythms at the same time. Pattern on the outside, patience on the end. This is what it looks like when the discipline wins. 3 steps ahead of what you thought you knew. Triplet tongue but everything I say is true. Bass hits under every third word spoken. This is what it sounds like getting woken. 3 3 became 1. Still counted. Read the room before I crossed the floor. Understood the assignment from the door. They were loud, I let the silence speak. Loud men usually peak midweek. Watch the pattern shift from left to right. Stayed in position through the longest night. Calculated where the leverage lived. And took back more than what I ever give. Reversed the pressure, flipped away. Everything they gave me came back great. Watch the symbols count me in again. I don't lose, I just learn and then snap between the beats where I live. That's the pocket where the real ones give. Off the grid but right on time. The meter running parallel to mine. Pulled the thread until the scene gave out. Rebuilt the whole thing inside out. Pressure from the left, absorb and shift. Every stumble was a counterweight gift.
Still spitting with no beat underneath. Because rhythm lives inside my teeth. Still spitting with no beat underneath. Because rhythm lives inside my teeth.
Back on the grid with the heat dialed in. Wasn't a question of if, only when. Every page I feel was infrastructure. Every scar was surgical suture. Drew the map from nothing but instinct. Every chain they put on me got kink. Snapped every link with delivery force. Then built the whole bridge and redirected course. Reversed the pressure, flipped away. Everything they gave me came back